Hey, what's up? Chaz here in Healdsburg, California, and we're gonna find Ted and Laura King today. I was told to find the group ride at the Mill District. I found this long line of people behind me. And at the front, believe it or not, got Ted King leading the ride. Hey, what's up, man?
What on earth? How are things? What's up, Chaz?
Pretty good, man. Things are doing good. What's going on today? What's the vibe?
We got coffee with the Kings. So meeting up here in Healdsburg, California at the Mill District. We got a big turnout today, some 20 plus people. 40-mile route in store. Come back for coffee and donuts.
Ted's up front, doing his Ted thing. Laura's in the back, making sure no one gets left behind, right?
Doing my best, yes.
You're killing it. So, is this like a weekly occurrence, this ride with the Kings? It seems like you guys have a pretty solid community coming out for this.
It's been pretty fun to see the momentum with this ride building. It's not every week, but we offer 6 throughout the 2 months that we're here.
All right, Ted.
Yo.
You live in Vermont, man.
Yes, sir.
But we're here in California, and you got your whole family out here for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So how does this factor into your training plans for the year of gravel racing?
Well, it's worked out really well because we got, what, 2 grasshoppers coming up. Those sort of kick off spring events. Sea otter just around the corner. So, I mean, I do a lot of fat biking in the winter. I do a lot of indoor riding on my trainer and so on and so forth. You can only do so many of those rides.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
I mean, what does it mean? It means linking together a ride like today, 2-hour ride, with either a ride afterwards or, you know, it's the ever-evolving juggle of training.
So you obviously had kind of an alternative calendar even while you're on the Pro Tour, but what's it like transitioning from Pro Tour level cycling to gravel racing with your own program?
And it is wild because I talk about the transition that started in my last year in the World Tour was 2015. 2016, you wouldn't have even used the term gravel, you know?
Right, it was like cyclocross. You just had a cyclocross bike.
Exactly. It was mixed terrain, it was off-road events, and it just boomed. So that first year of being a privateer, if you will, it was being part of product launches, it was being, you know, really ingrained with the marketing department of these companies. And then it's been over the past handful of years, up through the present, that competition has really stepped up in a huge way.
Yes,
and
it has.
How does that materialize? That means I've gone from, you know, just milking fitness from the World Tour where I didn't have to train to, oh my gosh, it's cutthroat again.
You actually have like a solid training plan and have to execute and like be ready.
Yeah, mixed with having 2 kids, having, you know, co-owning a couple of companies, throwing events, so on and so forth. It makes for a very busy schedule. I call it catch as catch can.
Yeah.
You basically do what you can do.
Yeah, bike racers, bike riders, event coordinators,
Parents?
parents.
We have an
Fictional
Excel
fan lifers.
spreadsheet that keeps all of our riding hours, childcare hours, tries to organize our life a little bit so we know what's happening.
But I mean, you guys are still winning races. You and Meg Fisher just won 24 hours of Old Pueblo. Like that's...
No, really, the riding was the easy part. When you get on the bike, it's like, okay, all I need to do is pedal.
That's
Everything else is hopefully taken care of. Somebody's got to clean up.
Someone's got to clean up. Ted actually is a barista, I heard.
I was pulling shots of espresso. That's about the extent of my barista skills.
Who is that?
That's me.
Is that you? You're up there? That's amazing. Were you actually
I don't want to
racing?
brag too much,
Ooh, he's about to brag though.
but that's my leg.
Oh, I see how it is. So a lot of times you finish gravel races and there's like some cold pizza and like some hot dogs and dirty water. But one time I raced this gravel race where there was the professional cyclist who won the gravel race serving maple creamies, which is, am I saying that right? Creamy?
That's right.
Creamy. It's rooted in Vermont. You guys threw a bike race in your backyard.
We
What's up
did.
with that? I had a great time. I went. It was an amazing time.
Thank you. We worked really hard. We decided if we were going to put on an event, we weren't going to do it halfway. So we went all out and really wanted it to kind of be a mixture of all the things that we love about the different gravel races we've experienced around the country.
Well, let's talk about this bike. This is amazing. What are you running? Give me a quick rundown.
This is the Cannondales Super 6 Evo 4. It's fast, it's capable. I can run a decently wide tire, which is nice.
Yeah, what are you running? So you got the 303S, and then
do.
what are these Renee Hurst? What size tires do you have?
These are 32s.
The top of the highest climb outside of Healdsburg, California. I was told took us forever to get up here, very grueling. I've got Ted King, and he's gonna walk us through this absolutely sick whip. Dude, what is this? You just got this. Walk me through what's
This
going
is a brand new bike. This is the Cannondales Super 6 Evo Lab 71. Lab 71 is what they just introduced. It's taking the best and making it even better. So it's a little bit lighter. This is the WOW color scheme, which needless to say, you take a look at it and you're like,
I'm wowed.
wow.
SRAM red E-tap axis. So let's see, up front we have a 5239 chainring combo.
Ooh, the big one.
Paired with a 1036 in the rear. I really like that combination. You know, like if you're in the 5210, you're going fast.
That's massive.
That's massive. Okay, obviously one of the most flashy components of this bike is the Zip 454s, right? I mean, I rode 404s for a considerable portion of my career, but to have this sawtooth look, what do we call it?
Biomimicry.
Biomimicry. I mean, it just flows off the lips, just the way it flows off the road. It sounds good, it looks good. Just installed these yesterday.
The coolest, I think the coolest SRAM accessory you could possibly get. What are those, the wireless
blips?
So you got all the shifting on one side of your bike.
Yes, and I keep them on one side of the bike. A friend of mine pointed this out, and now it's utterly true. We've got a car about to go by. If you're gonna like sit up and you need to take a sip of your bottle, you want them both on one side. You don't want to be stuck
so
on one side.
So you got here, you're sipping and shifting at the same time.
Yes.
Sip and shift.
Sip and shift, that's what they're calling it.
You heard it here first, sip and shift, trademarked, Ted King. All right, got coffee with the Kings, went on the group ride, got a little shredded and did the bike checks. Ted and Laura, thanks so much for showing me around your second home of Healdsburg, California. If you're around, check out Mill District Velo every Tuesday. It's Coffee with the Kings every other Tuesday.
Off and on. Yes, just check us out. milldistricthealdsburg.com/velo. Sorry to confuse you.
You heard it here. Ted's gonna say it for me. Ted, you gotta like
Share
and subscribe.
Let's do that. Like, share, subscribe. Ready, set,
Good.
go.
Like,
share.
Subscribe.
this is Chaz and the Kings making you faster.
I love her so